Did you know that only 30% of employees feel engaged at work? And even more shocking, only 15% of people believe their leaders truly inspire them. These numbers might make you think twice about what leadership really looks like today. But here's the thing. Leadership isn't about titles or power. It's about influence, integrity, and the ability to inspire those around you to take action. In this video, we'll explore the secret to building a leadership style that leaves a legacy, a leadership style that's based on actions, not just words. We'll uncover how your everyday choices can ripple through your community, your company, or even the world. From turning mistakes into stepping stones to mentoring others for long-term impact, we'll dive into the strategies that make leaders unforgettable. Get ready for a fresh perspective on leadership, one that focuses on real, lasting change. Let's explore how you can lead by example and build a life that has a lasting impact. Chapter 1. The Ripple Effect. Why your actions speak louder than words. As a leader, your actions are far more powerful than your words. The way you act influences others in ways you may not even realize. Studies show that when you lead by example, you can spark positive changes in others, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond your immediate circle. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, 70% of employees say they are inspired by leaders who walk the talk, who match their words with actions. When you lead with integrity, your team will follow suit. Your behavior creates a culture that others either embrace or reject. People are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate consistency between what they say and what they do. Remember, actions don't just show values, they teach them. Take Mahatma Gandhi, for example. His mantra, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," wasn't just a phrase. It was a way of life that influenced millions. One strategy to harness the power of your actions is to consistently show up with empathy and kindness. A leader who takes the time to understand their team's challenges creates a safe environment for others to open up and perform at their best. When you show care, you build trust. And trust is the bedrock of any successful leadership. It's also crucial to model the work ethic you expect from others. If you're committed to quality and effort, your team will adopt that same mentality. A study by Gallup found that employees who see their leaders working hard are 50% more likely to be engaged in their work. Leaders must also recognize the importance of body language. According to a study by UCLA, 93% of communication is nonverbal. Your posture, facial expressions, and even your eye contact send powerful messages to those around you. Being mindful of how you present yourself physically can enhance your leadership and create a more positive and inspiring environment. Chapter 2. The Authentic Blueprint. Crafting a leadership style that's truly you. Great leaders are authentic. They lead in ways that are true to their values and personality. You can't fake authenticity, and people can spot it from a mile away. Studies show that employees are 30% more likely to trust leaders who show genuine vulnerability and sincerity. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not, you open up the door for deeper connections with your team. To craft your authentic leadership style, start by knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Self-awareness is key. As Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence, puts it, the most important competence for leadership is emotional self-awareness. Understanding yourself first is the foundation of any great leadership journey. Another strategy is to align your actions with your core values. For example, if you value creativity, encourage new ideas and foster an environment where innovation can thrive. When your leadership style reflects your values, it not only builds credibility but also attracts the right people to your vision. It's also important to embrace vulnerability. People respect leaders who are not afraid to admit mistakes. A 2016 study from the University of Oxford found that leaders who show vulnerability tend to build stronger relationships with their teams, creating a culture of trust and transparency. Don't be afraid to get personal either. Share your experiences and insights. It makes you more relatable and humanizes you in the eyes of your team. Your leadership style should evolve over time as you grow, learn, and adapt. Authenticity doesn't mean being rigid, it means being open to change while staying true to yourself. Finally, make sure you're passionate about your mission. Leaders who deeply care about their goals inspire others to do the same. When passion is evident, it becomes contagious. People are more likely to follow someone who is genuinely excited about what they're trying to achieve. If you're finding these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tips on how to lead with purpose and authenticity. Chapter 3. Beyond the job title. The power of influence over authority. Leadership is not about the job title you hold, it's about the influence you have. When you focus on authority alone, you miss the real power of leadership, the ability to inspire, motivate, and guide others without forcing compliance. According to John C. Maxwell, a leadership expert, leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. This mindset shift, from authority to influence, can transform your leadership approach. A key strategy in building influence is listening. Active listening makes people feel heard and valued. Research shows that leaders who actively listen to their team are 50% more likely to earn the trust of their followers. When you listen carefully, you understand your team's needs, challenges, and ideas, which makes you a better leader. Another powerful way to increase your influence is by empowering others. Instead of micromanaging, give your team members the autonomy to make decisions and take ownership of their work. When people feel empowered, they take more initiative and show greater commitment to the team's goals. It's also critical to lead with emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman, in his book Emotional Intelligence, explains that emotionally intelligent leaders are better at managing relationships, resolving conflicts, and fostering collaboration. Emotional intelligence allows you to understand and manage your own emotions while also being attuned to the emotions of others. A leader's ability to inspire is directly linked to their level of credibility. If you're constantly delivering on your promises, your influence will grow. People follow leaders who are reliable, consistent, and trustworthy. It's like what Oprah Winfrey once said, leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Lastly, be mindful of how you treat people, especially when they disagree with you. Leaders who can remain calm, respectful, and open-minded in moments of tension create an atmosphere of trust and collaboration. Influence is about respect, not control. If you want to learn more about how to build influence in your leadership style, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Chapter 4. Fail Forward. How vulnerability turns mistakes into masterpieces. One of the most powerful tools in leadership is the ability to embrace failure. While many leaders shy away from mistakes, the best leaders use them as stepping stones for growth. Failures teach us lessons that successes simply cannot. As Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is vital for leading by example. When you demonstrate resilience and learning from setbacks, you encourage your team to do the same. A key strategy for leading through failure is reframing how you view mistakes. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, treat them as opportunities to learn and grow. Research shows that leaders who openly discuss their mistakes with their teams create a culture of psychological safety. In fact, a 2019 study by Google found that the most effective teams were those where members felt comfortable taking risks and admitting failures. Being vulnerable about your failures makes you more relatable. It builds trust with your team, showing them that it's okay to fail as long as you keep moving forward. In the book Dare to Lead, Brené Brown emphasizes the importance of vulnerability in leadership. Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Leaders who embrace vulnerability create an environment where others feel safe to do the same. Another strategy is to foster a growth mindset within your team. Encourage them to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. A growth mindset, as coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. Teams with a growth mindset are more resilient and motivated to keep pushing forward despite setbacks. Lastly, make sure to celebrate small wins along the way. Acknowledge your team's progress, even if it's incremental. Research shows that celebrating these small victories boosts morale and helps maintain momentum. It's important to remember that failures are just a part of the journey, not the final destination. Chapter 5. Legacy Building 101. Planting seeds for generational impact. As a leader, your ultimate goal should be to leave a legacy that lasts beyond your lifetime. Building a meaningful legacy isn't about personal accolades, it's about creating lasting change that impacts future generations. One of the most effective strategies to build a legacy is through mentorship. Leaders who take the time to mentor others help cultivate the next generation of leaders. According to a study by the Association for Talent Development, 75% of executives say mentoring is a key factor in their career success. Start by identifying people within your organization or community who show potential. Share your knowledge, guide their growth, and empower them to take on new challenges. Mentorship allows you to pass on your skills, values, and vision, ensuring that your impact extends well beyond your tenure. And remember, the most effective mentors lead by example, showing others what success looks like through their actions, not just their words. Another strategy for legacy building is focusing on long-term goals rather than short-term results. Leaders who prioritize sustainable growth and long-lasting change tend to leave more profound legacies. A study by the Global Leadership Summit found that leaders who invest in long-term planning are 50% more likely to leave a lasting impact than those who focus solely on immediate success. It's also important to create a culture of collaboration and community. A leader's legacy is strengthened when they help others succeed. By fostering a supportive environment, you not only help individuals thrive, but you also create a network of leaders who share your values and vision. One of the greatest leadership legacies you can leave is a team of empowered people who can continue your work. Lastly, remember that your legacy is shaped by the relationships you build. Your impact on others, how you've helped them grow, overcome challenges, and achieve success, is what will be remembered long after you're gone. John Maxwell, in his book The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, says, "A leader's lasting value is measured by succession. The true test of your leadership is whether the people you've mentored can carry on your mission." Thank you for joining me on this leadership journey. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below on how you plan to lead by example and build a lasting impact. Let's keep the conversation going.